Hey there, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Director. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. I do want to thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, for helping me grow my channel, and I really appreciate it when you help me balance the energy with your likes and your positive comments. So I do want to thank you for that. And as always, be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising, because the message that you receive here might not be the right one for you this time around. So make sure you check out all the aspects. So I'm taking an additional message from Spirit for you this week from the Power Deck, Cards of Wisdom, and they're amazing. So I'm going to hold the picture up so you can really see it. It's really dinky writing on the back, and in order for the lighting to be good for you to see the cards, I can't see crap. So I'm going to read it. Flashlight. Okay, so here we go. Wisdom. If you are addicted to the process of becoming, there are storms on your horizon. If suddenly there is nothing left to become, you are filled with terror. Suddenly you are face to face with your own empty being. Find the sacred space, a sanctuary of pleasant stillness in your heart, to know that you are truly alone in the first step on the long journey of self-discovery on the path to power. The final step is to learn that you are already linked with the universe, that you are already part of everything, and you already live in the lodges of the universe. This is wisdom. So, yes, that spiritual journey that we're all on, right? When you suddenly realize that what you're seeking is actually already within you, that the source of God's light and power is already within you, when you really get that, oh, it's amazing. And then you're like, oh, but I want to know more. So, at least I do. I'm still working. There's a lot to learn, but this is beautiful. This is beautiful. So, wisdom is taking your knowledge and experience and distilling it down into the wisdom and understanding and learning and growing, and it's beautiful. So let's see what Spirit wants to talk about this week to go with that. So that full moon happens happy Father's Day, by the way, all these dads. Okay, so that full moon is happening in Sagittarius, and for you, that is in your 6th house of balance, that work-life balance. I feel like we've been talking about that for 3 weeks now, but it's huge and it's important. Because when you can create that kind of balance, then you have time to do things like go on your spiritual quest, and have time for your family, and time for yourself, and time for work. That is a good thing, because you're here to experience all of life. Every last delicious drop of it. All right, let's see what we can get here for you. Oh, is that it? Yeah. Yes? No? This. Ooh. Did you see that? That's crazy. I thought that was crazy. Okay. All right. So. Interesting. Let's get into it. All right. So Spirit's talking to you about that work-life balance. Absolutely. That's what we're doing here. Because here we are. We've got this beautiful 10 of Pentacles. This is what you're seeking, right? I can sit in the middle of my family and feel all the love and the loyalty, and I have plenty of luxuries, and I have lots of money, and I am just feeling abundant, right? But that's what you're seeking. But I kind of think right now you're like, I'm a little beat up. Like, I'm trying to get there, but it's a process. And that's what this full moon was here designed to help you to do, to figure out what it is you need to release in order to allow that to occur. And so I want you to take a look. The card that came flying off the top of the deck, like, hey, don't forget me, is this beautiful 3 of Wands. It has the dogs of loyalty. It has the spirit of, with the hawk represented by the spirit. We have the teamwork. We have leadership. We have growth. We have overcoming obstacles. And we have the stillness. And so it's like all of the things, right? It's the adventure of life. And doing it with the people that you care about, and being in touch with spirit. and just beautiful energy. And so I kind of feel like this is what you're aiming for, right? So there's only 3 of Wands. Here's 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is too many wands. Really, 8 of Wands is a lot to juggle. I swear you had the 8 of Wands recently, and I said to you, hey, careful that doesn't become 9. But apparently it became 9. So find a way to set down a couple of those wands, because it's really then that you find the time for yourself and the peace for yourself, and that's where you start making the progress toward what it is you actually really want, which is that sense of well-being and abundance. All right, so let's get some guidance on one more piece of guidance on that full moon. I don't know, but I think your video was like 23 minutes long. They were all long. They were full of such interesting stuff. It was like, I woke up, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe how long they are. They were really amazing. So I'm going to attach yours. Be sure to check it out. So you have expecting miracles. Nice. You are a co-creator of your life. You can expect whatever, you can create whatever you set your mind to. It says, miracles are blossoming in my life, and then embracing the future. I step into the future with an open heart. Stepping into the future with an open heart. Expecting miracles, right? You can absolutely have that beautiful, I don't want to look at the 9 of Wands anymore. You can have this 10 of Pentacles energy. I think you need to ask people to get on board and help you out a little bit. I think that's important. I also think you're going to need to set down some wands. And if nobody picks them up, whatever. Do they really all need to be picked up? That might be something worth reflecting on. Because you have the self-reflection card coming in when the moon moves into Capricorn, which is your 7th house of partnerships. Monday, like, around noon. I think it says 12:13 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in the U.S. So see your emotions, identify your emotions, but don't drown in them while you're sorting out what's important and what's not. Do you really need to do all the things you're trying to do? Do the kids really need to be in activities all summer long doing this, that, and the other thing? Or do you just say, hey, you know, how about we don't make any plans with anybody on the weekend, and then we can take some family time? You know, do some self-reflecting about what's going to spark your sense of pleasure, your sense of joy, right? Knowing when to say when. You have Carnation, follow your passion. That looks like these mountain climbers, right? Following your passion. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? How are you going to get there? Listen to your heart. Listen to your intuition. Following your passion, that's listening to the heart space. And also, you know, your intuition really takes precedence. I mean, when that moon gets into your 11th house, oh my gosh, your 8th house of transformation, when it's in Aquarius, and it's about using your third eye and really listening to your intuition and figuring out what creates the balance, because there's beauty in that balance. Especially when what your big goal here is to create a work-life balance. There's a real beauty when you figure out how to do it. Let's get you a little guidance on that. Honoring Gaia. I want to say go outside. I want to say take a walk in the woods. Get your hands in the dirt. Find some time for yourself. That's part of that balance. But honoring Gaia, there's a lot of ways to honor Gaia. Being conscientious about purchasing food that you actually eat, not throwing it away. because you were too busy to fix the meals. You're like, oh, I'm going to fix all these meals for my family. And then you got so busy and you didn't have time and you stopped at McDonald's on the way home instead. And now you're throwing out food. And I'm guilty. That's why I knew that. Like, that's happened more than I would like to admit. Right? So it happens. So that's one thing. And saying grace. Don't forget to say grace. That is a way to honor Gaia. And also blessing the water before you drink it. It honors your body. It honors Gaia. It takes the negative energy of any of the processes that may have gone into the creation of the food or how the water was extracted or anything, and it turns it over to spirit, and now it makes it something beautiful and wonderful that you're putting into your body. So that's honoring Gaia, and that's honoring yourself. The moon, the sun moves into Cancer. Woohoo! Happy birthday, Cancer. On Friday at 11:54 a.m. So it's the longest day of the year. It is the summer solstice. And there's a lot of planetary stuff going on, and emotions are going to be a little whacked out. So take a deep breath and I want to say, surf the waves of emotion for a couple days here. I think it'll be important. Just saying. And so then here we have this resilience. This resilience because on Saturday, the moon is going to move into Pisces, your fellow water sign, and this is happening in your 9th house. This is long distance travel. This is connection and conversation with spirit. This is research. But this resilience is all about cutting back what's not working because the load was too heavy, and then watch how much grows. It's like when you trim back the plants after a harsh winter and all of a sudden they burst forth. And there's wisdom that comes from that. Like, you learn stuff along the way. Like, okay, you know what? Less is more. Sometimes less is really more. So it says explore your options. It's time to look at other possibilities, and it's a good time to make change. So there might be another way to manage all of this. It's really important. It's really important. So ask for guidance, ask for help, ask for your loved ones to join in problem solving. When it's team effort and they're invested in the solution because they help to come up with it, they are more likely to participate in actually making it work. Helpful hint. What is that? What do they call that? Pro tip? Pro tip. So, yeah. Right? So invite them into the decision-making process. It's a lot to carry. You want to do it all, but you're important. It's like when the pilot, when you're on a plane and they say, if the pressure drops in the cabin and the masks deploy, to put yours on first before you put them on the people sitting next to you. That's what this feels like to me. Like, you need to put your mask on. You need to take care of you. Spend a little time on you so that you have more to give to other people. So follow your passion and spark the joy back into your life. Because you have grace. Scan your body. That means that something in your body is really out of alignment as far as it could be your chakras, right? It doesn't mean that you have a big health concern. So, kind of feel your way through your body and identify where the stress is. And so, for instance, if you feel stressed in the pit of your stomach, I'm a Cancer, I know that happens, right? When you feel that stress in the pit of your stomach, that's anxiety. That means that you are trying to do too much and you're not feeling like you're capable. So work on your your sacral chakra and your solar plexus. You know, those are the orange and the yellow chakras, and just imagine them spinning at a higher vibration and raising the vibration and filling you up with all this sense of, I'm a superwoman, right? So there's that. But what if it's in your throat and you feel like you can't speak? Then you need to stand in your truth, and you need to speak up, and you need to say, hey, I need some help over here, right? And so you can do the same with raising the vibration by just focusing on it and imagining it spinning higher and faster and filling you up with that blue light and empowering you to be able to speak your truth and to communicate clearly. Sometimes there's that tightness in the chest, right? And that could be your heart chakra, like you have some real worries about family members or something like that. So pink and green, raising the vibration, filling up the space. So when you're scanning your body to see what hurts, I don't see anything here that says root chakra, but that's that deep in the pit of your stomach. Like, I can't even breathe or get out of bed. I'm so terrified that I can't protect myself and my family. That's a red one. Spin it around. That's down there at your bikini area. Spinning that around. If you're a guy, it's your Speedo area. And raising the vibration and letting that red flow through you and giving you the strength. And also asking for St. Michael to help and guide you and protect you. So scan your body, see where your concerns are, and then address them. And stand in your power. And put your mask on, right? You're important. And if you're not healthy and well, then you're not actually helping anyone else, right? So don't run yourself down. All right. You take care, Cancer. I will see you soon. You have a great week. Put your mask on.